Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is the Friday the 8th of April and I am finally back in the UK. And I'm going to let you know I have a terrapin over there who's a bit noisy because he's having food, and I am downstairs because it's a bit warmer down here. And the children are going to school. Yeah, some of them are going by, so you might hear some traffic. So I'm hoping everyone is good. My name is Kim. On Ravelry you will find me as Knitspinfibre. On Instagram I am KDM Creative Designs. So today I'm going to do a knitting podcast. There's no cross stitch in this one because I haven't got a lot of cross stitch, but I have quite a bit of knitting. I have two finishes that I can show because a lot of my finishes were out in Cyprus. One has gone to his dad and they were a pair of socks, can't show them. One is test it. So first I am going to show you the dress. So I've actually been sorting out what I keep down here. So I did a folder and this is just patterns that I have on downstairs. So I'm going to hopefully it will click. And so what I've been doing is my pattern I'm doing, well, the one I've just finished is a king cole pattern, and I bought the download when I was in Cyprus and the yarn is from there, so I can't, certain yarns I will be able to find because they're not based here. So I bought the king cole 4650, so it is a stripy girl's cardigan, and then there's a plain dress as well, and it's got a hat. So I bought, let me just put that behind me. So I don't know what the yarn is because it's not and I haven't got it on my Ravelry page. So the yarn is a Turkish brand, and I think it's Bravo. I think it's sort of like a Bravo Baby DK. So I bought some white and some pink. And I did the 12 to 18 months. So this will fit my new granddaughter in the autumn, around Christmas time, later this year. Which you won't believe, surprisingly, it'll come across that quick. So yeah, and some of the neckband was strange because when you put the back on the needles, one of the sides is cast off and then the other side is extended, which I think is this side because it has buttons, and then you do the reverse. So yeah, so it's a bit of a pain in the backside. And the flower is, you basically cast on so many stitches, you are casting off but you're putting markers in, and then you just join it up to the markers. So that took a bit of figuring out how to do. So yeah. So that is my granddaughter's dress. So my newest granddaughter, she's 4 months next week. So I didn't want to do anything for her to wear out there now because it'd be too warm. My other finish, which is a test knit. And I can't pronounce the lady's name, but I did it's called the Piece of Cake Baby Pants by Sandra. I can't pronounce her. So it is by this lady. And there was a jacket as well. I'm not doing the jacket at the moment. So I used, this is for granddaughter again. I used Signet Kiddies Super Soft DK in cream. And it is reverse stockinette, which is a pain in the bum. And if I do the cardigan, the jacket, I would, because it's got cables, I would knit it the normal way and just do the cables because there's like, and she's doing a test knit for one of the bigger children's ones, which is really nice, but it's just so much purling, and it's in the round. So I did that, and it took me how many days? Started on the 5th, it took me 10 days. Started the 5th of March, and I finished it on the 15th. So you work from the top down, and I just didn't, you could either have a 10 backed band or just a normal. I did a normal, and I just threaded. I just did a crocheted tie, because I couldn't find my iCord maker, which was in my husband's shed. So yeah, and it's got quite nice cables down the middle. I'm just not a big fan of, and it's very rare I will do reverse stockinette, and I prefer it that way. But it looks right, but it's done. They are my two test, that was my one test knit. The other test knit, which I've done part of, and I need to find the right bag. No. It's the Kilter Based Socks by who is it by? Kilter Based Socks. Which I should have looked to double check I actually had the right one. Kilter Bay. That one. It's by Joe Shaw, but I will have to find out who it's actually by. So the yarn I'm using is it's King Cole Zigzag in red, and I'm doing it on 2.5 mil double points, and as I think I'll show the red is how much the red is showing up. So it has a pattern detail. I am following the charted version, and there's written as well, and I'm doing size am I doing? I'm doing size 2, which is 64 stitches. I think it's 64. This is for my friends, not for me. And it has the heel is, it looks like a fish kiss lips heel, but it's not. But I know the heel was done all in one piece. And it's like similar to a slip stitch. So it's got quite an unusual, right, let me just find the pattern. And I haven't printed this one out. This one is actually, I'm doing this pattern on my Knit Companion. Yeah, so the Kilter Bay Socks by Joe Shaw. So both patterns, there's a right and a left on this one. Sorry if you can hear my terrapin, he's playing. He's getting food. Charted. So yeah, it is very similar to the fish kiss lips heel. So you do the first part of the heel, and then you do the second part. So it's slightly different than doing a traditional. So the first one is done, and I'm doing it on double points because I find like doing it on double points. So I have started the second, and I think I've only just finished. I think I'm on the cuff, and then I made some DPN cozies, and it matches my bag that I made. So that's my other test knit. I need to get this done. The test, I think it's finished. I think it's because she sent me the final pattern. So that is what that one is. I just have a bit of a drink. So I am drinking some rooibos tea in my cup. My grandson's bought me last Christmas. Okay, so whips. So one of my sock bags is this one, and I am doing these on dip points as well. These are for my daughter. They are the shorty sock set by Summer Lee. Do I have the pattern? Oh no, the pattern's in here, I think. Just check. It's in black and white, so you can't really see it. So it's a she's got quite a few sets in it, and I just took the photograph of, I just printed out the part of the pattern I needed, because it was just easy to travel with, so I can carry my iPad. So they are the shorty socks out of the set. So I'm doing them. I am doing the small. So they will be I think they're 57 stitches. So I am doing these on a 2.25mm double points. And my double points are Knit Pro Novas. So I have done the frill and I'm on the rib. And the yarn is, it's not a yarn I've used before. The yarn is, make sure we get the right one, because there's two here. So I'm using Drops Nord Unicolor. So that is the first colour. And it just has a dial that just says colour 13. And then the other one is Sheepy's Our Tribe in whatever colourway that one is, but that is the tag, and it looks like that colour. And then I've got them in Yarn Cozies by, Yarn Cozies are by, she has a proper name. Yarn Cozies are by, who are they by? So make sure by Natalie Coons. So I shall, and I have, she does different sizes. So I've been making yarn cozies to keep them in. So every time I make some socks and I have some scrap, I make different size yarn cozies. I have, she does, I think, 20 grams. These ones are 50. You can get, I think it's a 10 gram one and like 100 gram. And then I've got a couple that I've made for double knit. So they are my daughter's socks and they live in my sock. This is my sock sack bag. So that one's that one. My second socks are, and I'm hoping, so I've been, this is my own pattern. So this is Stylecraft Head Over Heels All Stars yarn, and this colourway is called Pool, and it looks like this. This is for someone, but I won't say who it is because in case they see it, you just never know. And then the contrast in heels and toes is, I think it's West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's just some scrap I had, but I think it's West Yorkshire Spinners. And I'm doing that on a 2.25mm, and I'm doing it on Magic Loop, 2 at a time. and I'm doing the small. So the pattern I've got goes from 60, I think it's 57, 60 and 62. So there's the pattern. I am quite sure what heel I'm doing yet. Don't know if I'm doing a traditional or what. We shall see. And that is living in this sock bag I made. Right. Let's see what we're going to do. Right, so that is all the socks. So one of the other patterns I bought when I was away is, I'm doing the cardigan, and it is a Serdar 7213, and I am doing this pattern. So I printed it off because it's because I was going to travel with it and I didn't bother. The yarn is, I think it's 3 1/4 and 4s. The body is done all in one piece, and I am using Nova, I can't pronounce it, but it is this yarn, and it's 50% bamboo, 50% cotton, and it's like, it's like a grey, like a pinky grey colour. So I've started the bottom, which looks like that. That's the lace on the bottom. And the body's done all in one piece up to the armpits, and then it's separated off. So that's how much I have done. And it's not a hard pattern to do. It's quite simple. So that is what I'm doing for myself, and that's living in a bigger bag I've made. That is that one. I'm trying not to knock. I actually have it stood on a chair, so I'm trying not to knock anything. My pattern that I will be doing to have when I go to craft, because we have a knitting craft club at my local church on a Monday. So I'm going to do, and it is a Serdar 9634, and I am doing a poncho for myself in this. And the yarn is soft spun chunky, and it was bought as a kit, so it came with all the yarn. So the yarn is that. It's like a grey colour. It's quite flecky. So yeah, it is showing up. And it is 53% nylon, 24% wool, 23% acrylic, and it's really nice and soft. I think it takes like 7 balls. And this one I normally do cables without a cable needle. This one I tried it, and the cables are quite big. It wasn't working, and it used needles on my arm. Oh, needles are a 6.5. So I've done the first part. I have it started, and it's like just two rectangles. So there's one of the first cables. So yeah, so I've just put my cable needle in there, and that's living in this bag that I made. And this bag will be fine, but it might need something a bit bigger. It's got all the yarn in it as well. So that is my jumper. That is, which I, now I've finished that dress, this will go to craft club. And this is the only thing that I will work on when I'm there. So it will only get work done once a week. So that is that one. My large yarn bag, which I picked up. Got this off my local car boot. So I was really pleased. It's holding a cardigan for my daughter, and it has like a pouch. So I need to actually sort out some craft bits to keep in it. So I am doing a cardigan for my daughter. I'm using the colourful yarn. So So what I am doing is a Kinko 3481 and it's a waterfall cardigan, and it is in that colour. And the yarn is, I'm going to put that back in this folder so it doesn't get damaged. Because that yarn is slowly, I keep losing it and then I keep finding it. So I need to actually put it in there. Oh, it is, and I'm going really warm, Kinko Riot in shade 415. I can't remember what shade 415 is. It does tell you. I'm hoping I've still got it. And if I go bright red, it's like a, well, I've got it red down as red back, so it's got red and it goes into like a brown, so it's got like greens in. And this yarn is 30% wool, 75% acrylic, and it's really soft. And I've got about 7 inches of the body left to do, and it's done on side needles. The body's done in one piece, 3 1/4 and 4s. I'm using Knit Pro Novas. So I have done a lot. So I did some of the last week, which I need to find where the marker is. So I have done that much. I've got about 7 inches to go. And I'm hoping my daughter doesn't suddenly walk in because she's getting ready to go to work. So that is the cardigan I am doing for my daughter. And it's a really long, but once you actually wear it, you do wear it that way. Because the borders is like a double moss stitch, and it's all done in one piece. So there'll be no borders to actually do at the end, thank goodness, because it's very long. But I have about 7 inches left to go. That is living in that large bag. So that's living in there. My last, so that one only gets worked on now and again. I'm trying to get some of these small ones done. The last one I'm working on is my next door neighbour has a grandson due in August. So I am doing, but I'm altering the pattern slightly. I've just altered the pattern itself, but so I'm doing a V-neck cardigan, but I'm only putting the pattern up to here, and it's going to be plain on the rest. So that's the pattern I'm doing. And it's quite a vintage one, so I don't think you can buy that one anymore. So the body is done, and this yarn is a Turkish brand yarn. It's Bravo DK, I think it is. So I am doing the first size, which is a 0 to 3, 16-inch chest. So the body is done. And we have a start on the sleeves, and it's done in 3 1/4 and 4 mil. That's the cardigan. And I don't think I have any more of this yarn. If I can get something similar, I shall do a hat and bits to go with it. So that is living in this bag. The blanket that's going with it is I am doing a crochet blanket to go with it. You can't buy this pattern anymore, so it's not worth me saying what it's just a crochet blanket. So I am using some Stylecraft Special DK, and just some Wilko's white. So it's got 3 colours. So this one's Asher, this one's Royal, and just some white. And I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook. So I have done 2 sets so far. Yeah, this is set 2, and then I'm going to do maybe 2 more sets, and we'll see how big it is. So that is for my neighbour. And they are living in this vintage bag I've got. Right, they are my whips. Oh, and the socks. When I do the men's socks, his dad's got a habit, I'm sorry, I'm being a bit noisy. His dad's got a habit of putting his toes through his socks. So I went and bought some. You can buy some Gutterman nylon thread, but it's about £4.50 a spool about that big. And it's ridiculous. So we went and bought some plain black nylon, and this is the heavy duty, and it's for using our upholstery in like leather. So we're going to try this, and it's about £9.50 I think it was on eBay. And then this one was 1,300 meters, but the other one was like 100 yards. No, 100 meters. So it's a bit of a difference in price. Yeah, so it's nice and big. I think that was all of it. So I've got this organiser that I get from Home Bargains in the UK, and they've been putting in there. And the catch is not open. Right. So I've put in what I'm working on. As I'm doing them, I'm marking them off. So I'm just marking off what I've got. So I bought some more sock yarn for his dad. It's to go with the black. I bought this colour, and it is Woolcraft Superwash sock yarn, knitted 4-ply, and it just says shade 52, and it's just like greys. And then I have got some West Yorkshire Spinner black. I have 2 yarn balls of black. So I'm doing the heels and toes, which didn't bring the black down. And then I'm going to reinforce it with that black yarn. So he's got that colour. I bought him that one. I also bought him same yarn, and this is in colour 44. So it's a bluey one. And I might just use either some blue, navy blue, or just some black heels and toes, whatever. And then I got this colour. I might either keep it for myself or do it for his dad. Oh, and this is same make, and this one is 985. I think this one's called Blue Jeans or something like that. It's called. Can't remember. It just say. And then I bought myself some yarn. I bought some of the Head Over Heels All Stars in Aussie. So it's that colour. So that's going to be a pair of socks for myself. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use for heels and toes. I do have some, no, I've got some blue, which I left upstairs. So yeah, so that is the yarn I have. And I just stuck it into that just because it was out of the way. Right. One of the things I actually found when I was in Cyprus, and I won it on eBay, is a calf kitten crochet book, and it's got all the stuff for making this cushion. I think it's stripy on the other side. So it comes with all the yarn. Not sure what yarn it is, not even looked. It comes with a crochet hook. Okay. all the yarn out. So you get a little book on how to crochet. You get the pattern, so that's the front, and then the back is a granny square. And it comes with a 4mm, so it's double knit. So it comes with a 4mm crochet hook. That's one of the first ones I found. There is a knitting one, but I couldn't find it. So that one is, and it's a metal tin. And then the other one, this is not calf knitting, but it's a knitting bag. And I like it for the bag. The yarn, I'm going to do a chunky hat for my granddaughter. And it just has some green and some pink. And I think I ordered a scarf and a pair of platigars, which they'll go in the fingers. I don't use plastic crochets. They'd be good if you're on a plane. They'll be perfect. And I'll tell you a story about that when I'm done. So it's just a chunky beginner. So I might actually see if my daughter might want to actually practice when she comes to the UK to make a scarf. But I wanted just the bag. The bag's ideal for just putting a little project in. So I picked that up off eBay. The book I found in a charity shop is Traditional Knitting in the British Isles by Gwen Morgan. And it's got some really nice patterns in. One of the patterns I want to do. But if anybody wants a proper look through, I can do it. I want to make this one for one of my grandsons. I want to make the Loic Gansey. If she comes through, I'll tell her to be quiet. She's bound to come. Right. My other pattern. Video name, go away please. It's alright. Is when I ordered the sock yarn, they sent me a pattern, and I think this is Wool Warehouse. They sent me a pattern, and I bought the pattern. So one of the patterns is going to go to a friend. So they bought me. It comes in a cardigan and a jumper. And then I realised I'd actually, I wanted it for the cardigan, but it's got a jumper with it as well. So one of my daughters wanted a pattern, and then it had a slight correction for the cardigan. So that is one of the patterns, and I think the other one, there's one more. I think it might be upstairs. Yes, it's not down here. Yeah. I'll just put that back up there. But yeah, I'll talk to it in a few minutes. Right, one of the other thing I bought, which I booked on Monday. This is called a yarn genie, and I will get a ball of yarn, and I got this from my local yarn shop. And what you do is, it's good for skeins yarn, and it will work. Especially, I've got certain yarns, like I can show you one of the yarns which you'd definitely be really good for. And it's to be brilliant for this yarn, because this yarn just literally falls apart. So you actually get spin, it all comes apart and it all connects together. So you put your spindle on there. I wonder if I've got one that's already open. Let me have a look. Not that one. Let's see. Aha. That one's got the ball band on, to leave the ball band on. So I'll put that one through the thing. When you're not using it, it sits in, sit on that. And this is a magnet that touches the second magnet on the top, and then when you're using it, it just sits. And then as, I don't even know I've got it moving, and as you knit, and as you knit, it's, if we can get it to move, it slowly, as you knit, it slowly turns and moves. It doesn't, and it just slowly turns, and it's really good. And it just, and you don't realise you're actually knitting with it, and then so you look down, you just see it moving very, very slowly. But if you pull it, it's like a woo, and then you just stop it. But yeah, it just very, very, so as you tug it, it just slowly unravels, and it's really good. And you can buy extra ones of these, and it all comes apart, so you can pack it down. So that is my new toy. Oh, I love it. Especially for like this yarn, because this yarn just collapses and so it's ideal. So I do need to, and this, because they sell these separately, and I need to get, and they're about £4 for that. My other one, my yarn bowl, my daughter bought me. She bought me a yarn bowl. These are from Hobbycraft in the UK. They do this size and then they do a bigger one. But I've got the smaller one, and the big one comes out to about here. I don't think it might be the same height, but it's wider. So I have a real nice yarn bowl. It's lovely. That's my yarn bowl. My daughter bought me, this is my Christmas present off my daughter, and this is from Tilly in the Button. She bought me Donna Meek, and it's 2 skirt patterns. So, and it's real, and it's, I've not opened it yet. So you've got 2 different skirts, and I think on the website they've got a pattern for putting pockets in. So this one is the one I want to do, and I will put pockets into the side. So that's one of the ones. And then my friend bought me, and it's by the same people. She bought me Love at First Stitch. She bought me this book, and it comes with all the patterns in the back. And it's got some real nice patterns. I'm not sure how many patterns it's got in it. Has quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it has. So how's that? And I managed to actually. Think we got it off eBay, and it was a discount store, and it was on sale. So that was my book, because I've been after that book for a while. One of the other patterns I picked up when I was in Hobbycraft, I picked up that pattern. They had that one on sale. So it's got some nice stuff for my sewing machine that I'd like to do. And then I found that one in a charity shop. And then I picked up a Prima pattern for skirts. So they are the bits. There's some other bits, but I've actually got them packed away, and I just couldn't bother getting them out. So yeah. So when I flew back, I knitted on her dress, and I had Knit Pro Symphony Woods, and by accident I tend to store my needles in this, and when my bag went through, my hand luggage went through the washing it, I was like, oh, what have you forgotten? There was a pair of 2.75 mil sock needles, metal ones, in there, and she went, so you can't have them. So I was a bit like, oh, really? So it's the second time I've had some. First time I had was a pair of scissors. That's my daughter's alarm. Sounds like a cooking. Do I need to go turn it off? I will be back. Sorry about that. And I put it on snooze as well, so I've got like 10 minutes, which I'm about done anyway. So yes, so I actually had realised that they were in there, so that was annoying. So when I come home, I literally ordered another set. Because normally, I even checked the night before to make sure I had nothing metal and sharp that they can complain about. Because my travel scissors, they're foldable ones. And I've never had a problem with them. So the only thing I've ever had taken off me was a screwdriver that was that big, because it was a lethal weapon. But I had really sharp scissors, and she said, I'm not bothered about that, but that is illegal. And I was like, but yeah, but my embroidery scissors, the ones I take, they are really, I mean, you could stab someone with them and they would hurt, but this screwdriver was that big. I was like, really? But whatever. But so yes, so at the moment I am working on, down here I have the 3 pairs of socks and the baby outfit. They are the things that need to be done. I've got 1 pair of socks that has to be done because they're a birthday present, the ones for his mother, and this baby outfit. And then when these are done, I shall just carry on with whatever I've got. But I've got one daughter, she wants a cardigan doing, she wants, she wants this pattern doing, so I'll be doing that. And she didn't want any wool. And she just said quite happy with an acrylic yarn. And she's got a couple that I've done that she's had about 7 or 8 years, and there's still nothing, no problem with them. So yeah. And then my other daughter wants something, but she can't wear wool because she's allergic to it. Especially on her body, she's okay on her feet. But if it's up her here and on her arms, she won't be able to wear it. So yeah. So I should just get some baby on and do it in that I do have, that she can have a look at. But anyway, I shall let you all go, and hopefully I don't think it'll be next week because I've got children. We shall see. It'll be a couple of weeks before I do another video. Try and get into a better routine. But the next one will be a stitching one, hopefully. Or a mix of the two. We shall see. And I shall let you all go. I shall speak to you all later. See you later. Bye.